Literally a very small stream today. We're painting Chaos Familiars. The reason it's so small? Take this guy. He looks like he could be quite big. And then we take the guy from the last stream. We realize he's got a little bit of a Napoleon issue going on. And this one's the tallest one we're doing today. Guy with the sword is going to be the tallest. The others are all shorter. So these guys stand at about knee height to a Space Marine. And that's just in model form. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I hope. I'm going to first start off with one that's a little easier to paint. And then I'll work my way around the table, basically. Hopefully we'll get all four done today. We'll see. Just got to bring my light in so I can actually see what I'm doing. It is evening time here at the moment. I hope you can all see. I hope you can all see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off with the same red as on the cloak. Okay, let's go. So these are probably going to be quite vastly different colours overall. But we'll see how it goes. So they've already been base coated with Chaos Black Spray. So it might look a tiny bit patchy, but it's nothing to worry about. Because of the way I paint, this first base layer that I'm doing with the actual colours should cover up any patches pretty quickly. So I'm basically using an entire set of brushes that are just an order of magnitude smaller. That's how I'm going to be working with these smaller details. So the one I'm currently using is thinner than the Citadel small layer brush, which is what the one I would be my go-to brush normally. So all the brushes you see today will be quite thin, though they won't look it in comparison to the models because the models are teeny tiny. Which you can probably tell with sort of the size difference between like my thumb and the model. Okay. Alright. Beautiful thing about these is the layers are going to be quite quick. So it's really nice to get a little bit of, well, quite a bit of progress quite quickly on this. Okay. They got a little, I don't know what you call them, a little scribe maybe? A little scribe familiar. It's the first one. So I think we're going to paint them in the same base colours as the main sorcerer. So we got our base layer done. I'm just going over any sort of patchy bits. Just to make sure we catch them. Again, I'm working with my daylight lamp, so it looks a little bright today. That's why. Alright. And then for the parchments, I guess you'd call them. Let's see, what do we got? Go a slightly darker colour first, and then we'll layer on the lighter colour that I'm going to use. Oops. That first bit is a bit watery. Just going to take that excess water off. Start that again. So we're just going over these with a bit of Xandri dust. It's kind of this darker tan colour. And then we'll go in with the lighter paper colours once that's settled in. In the same way we build colours, we'll build the reds and any other colours that we use. Okay, so I'm just making sure. I get all of them. So colours like this tan and the whites and things like that, the really pale colours, when you use them on dark backgrounds, you need to be really careful to keep it even. For details like skulls, papers, things like that, because the patchiness just it can't really, the patchiness isn't as forgiving on these color combinations for those kind of details. Yeah, sometimes patchiness can be forgiven or is kind of, you know, almost encouraged for your detail, but for things like this, kind of hard to explain. And the solution for patchy paint, make sure that there's, you know, actual paint loaded, not water. So make sure all the water is off your brush. Remove any excess water that's on the model itself. So maybe it's stripped off your brush, or, you know, it wasn't fully dry when you started. You can just use a piece of kitchen towel for that, and then just lay out on paint. If you thin your paints, put more paint in the mixture than you would do normally. So if you use 50-50, maybe use 75-25, something like that. Personally, I don't thin my paints at all. And yeah, that's how you do it. I'm sorry if the focus is kind of bad at the moment. Trying to get this this piece to cooperate with me, but it's hard work. Alright, so I'm going back on the reds now. Smaller brush for the smaller details, and I'm just doing some chunky highlights to this guy to begin with. I say chunky highlights, it's basically a layer. But there'll be some parts that I leave this darker red. Okay. And here, I'm just kind of trying to follow the flow of the actual fabric on the model a little bit, and the areas I'm leaving darker are sort of areas you'd expect to see shadows. So sections underneath the hood, the armpits, that kind of thing. Okay, moving around. Oops. Okay. Same again. I'm missing the belt because that's going to be a different colour entirely. That dark red is just there in case I completely forget to paint the belt. Which, you know, has happened. It's not entirely unheard of for me to forget details entirely. Try not to make a habit of it though. Alright. Again. This guy's in a bit of a hurry, I think. Okay. Last couple of swipes. I do love how quickly this guy's coming together. It's quite nice. Makes a change from the laborious nature of some of the models I paint. Okay, so while that red settles, kind of going to do the same pattern throughout this model, just switch between the reds and a different colour. So, back on these scrolls. Once again, it's really easy to get too much moisture on your brush with these sorts of details. Something I still do, and I've been painting years. So don't fret too much. It's an easy mistake to make and an easy one to fix if it happens to you. And it won't ruin your model, despite what some people would say. Okay. And there we go. Took a little more concentration than I planned. So now it's time for this side. Okay. Down there. And this one. Trying to escape in the corner here. Hopefully you all can see through the glare. I'm sorry about that. One of these days I'll get a better camera that can deal with it. Okay. I'm just tidying up any spots that I might have missed. These ones. Yeah, right, and again, trying to eliminate any of that patchiness. Okay. So, some of these have got a little ribbon on them. I'm going to add a little bit of a different colour to the mix. And got purple binding. These mysterious magical scrolls. Could be anything on them. Important spells. Secret to immortality. Map to the Ark of the Confident. Or it could just be groceries. Who knows? Bad time this chap got some eyeballs painted on. I'm doing the same greens that I used in the sorcerer's eyes. A nice little bit of contrast and, you know, kind of ties them both together. I don't think I've forgotten his shoes and gloves. He's getting shiny dark blue shoes and gloves. Again, following closely with the colours from the sorcerer there. He's like a little scribe mini-me for our sorcerer friend from the last stream. Bottom of his shoe. On the side here too. Okay. And I'm just gonna tidy up around the scrolls where we had some overspell. A little bit of a leather belt for this guy. Where's that brown gone? There it is. This guy is adorable. He's so small. Before I do that, I'm gonna give him a little wash of contrast paint over the red. They're still one of my favorite tools to use on fabrics. Just the richness that they give the color is... It's not something that can really be beat by shades or anything like that. They're such a helpful tool. Okay. Got that. Got this section here. Make sure to get his underskirts too. There you go. Make sure I dry that one off fully. Okay. Quick stretch. It has been a long week already and it's only Tuesday, so quick stretch and a hand break before I move on to the next step. Okay. Keep going, because we've only got a little bit left to go on this guy. And that's putting on his belt. And just this section at the front here, I think, for his belt. And the very last detail that I'm going to do on this guy today So I'm going to let all the paint settle before I do his base. Which should just be, you know, that plain muddy look that we saw. There you go. Just that little blob of blue for his gloves. Yeah. Super speedy. Familiar 1 of 4. The little scribe. I think just in the background we're gonna move these forward. So you can see, kind of see the reference that I'm making. I've got the Chaos at the back. Chaos Sorcerer. Now joined by a loyal accompaniment. I'm going to do this one next. It's going to be super speedy. Cauldron. Just in time for spooky season. Let's first get the main body of this done. And I know what you're thinking. Jinx, this is black on black again. But I promise you, there is a difference between these two colours. Let's move this across a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm sure the Chaos Sorcerer will not mind being out of focus. Okay. So around here, and I'm just focusing on the main cauldron body bit. Okay, there we go. And just get the bottom as well. The underside, underbelly, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to check the reference. Okay, that's how they did it. I should also do it this way. So, I actually need to carry this same colour all the way across the legs. I'm using the box art as a heavy guide. It's not going to be exactly the same, but it's going to be very close to the box art. Just because I actually really like how they've been done. On the box. Okay. Just one final look. Make sure I've not missed a bit, which I had done. There you go. Sweet. So that's right. We switch. Hey, Epic, welcome in. It's alright. You're all good. How's your day? How's your week been so far? Right, so just putting in the gum details. Some pink. Just something for those rather pointy teeth to sit in. Okay. And speaking of teeth, my Mr. Familiar, what big teeth you have. Let me paint those in for you. There we go. And the hole in the roof? It's alright, Epic. No dramas. We can put the fireplace there instead. I'm doing okay, thank you. I've had a very busy day already. Very busy week already so far, so I'm very tired. I was at a wedding yesterday. So it went on for a long time. It was good fun. Two very good friends of mine getting married. So everyone had a good time. But it's an awful lot of socializing. And I had kind of an early start this morning as well, so I didn't get a lot of sleep after. But it's all good. Phoenix Insurance. But yeah, today I am doing quite literally a very small stream. These guys are teeny tiny. Little Chaos Familiars. To go with the Sorcerer that I painted in my last stream. As you can kind of see in the background just here. Thought they'd be a nice little spooky season surprise. Okay. I'm just doing a little bit of a shiny detail. But yeah, I am also still raising money for the WWF. For the Tigers. And that will be happening until Friday. That's when that campaign finishes. So I'm hoping I can at least get halfway to the goal by then. That would be really nice. Sorry, one moment, folks. There we go. Fix that. My camera was doing strange things on the screen. Okay. And we've got the spoon I'm gonna do that in bronze, like a silvery bronze color. I love the fact you're raising money for tigers. Aw. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I love working with the WWF. I donate to them independently as well. But I love the fact that they keep inviting me back. And we're so close to raising. We are $100 away from raising exactly $3,000 in 2 years. So I am super, super excited about that. I'm guessing your brother likes tigers as well, huh? Hey, just look at the artwork that's been done for it. I love the rainbow tiger. It's so pretty. Just 2 minutes, folks. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. So many tiger plushies. Aww. These are great. I used to be obsessed with them when I was younger. I used to want to work with big cats in the zoo. And then I started learning about bears, and bears became my favorite animal. But I still very much love tigers. I still think they're awesome. And I am so happy that we get to raise money for them. Because they're awesome and they're a massively important part of the ecosystem. And they're a species that can actually be saved quite relatively easily compared to some other species. So we got a really good chance of this actually making a huge difference. But I hope that this makes your brother happy too, Phoenix. And I hope your brother gets to see a tiger for real in one day in a safe environment, obviously, but there we go. Some green toxic goop for our little familiar here. And the rustle detail. Okay, where's that? There. Wondering about something because in the US they have electric fire apparatus. I'm not sure what's electric fire apparatus. Like, what do you mean by that? Alright, just borrowing this for a little moment. Have to do eyeballs. You can see from here. It's gonna focus for me. Come on. Come on, camera. You know you want to focus, right? Yes? No? Maybe? Rita doesn't want to focus up tonight. And autofocus is not my friend. Boo. And I'm putting little eyeballs on his kneecaps, is what I'm doing. I'm sorry it's not focusing up, but there will be photos. You can just about see it there. So I'm just putting the last little detail on to make those work. Here we go. Little eye shines. Damn it, camera. Why do you not want to focus for me today? Ooh, bad camera. Anyway, another familiar Dan. Company called Rosenbauer has made an electric fire engine. Oh, cool. And things are turning electric. I mean, I don't know, but it would be an awesome idea if they did. I hope they do. But, I guess we'd have to see. I would like to see the emergency services be more electric powered, but I think the price of electric vehicles would have to come down first. Okay. Little deep goblin. Okay, gets most from scanning your revolver. True. I don't know. It would be nice to see. But I don't think it's going to happen in the next 5 years, say. I think the UK has got a lot of recovery to do in other areas before we start looking at improving anything. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot that I would change in general about the world. Our training lasts 2 hours. Yeah, I think there's a combination of things there, Epic. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool move, and I'm really happy that that's a thing that's happening. But I think there's a few things that would need to change for the UK to follow suit. I think the technology needs to be better and cheaper than it currently is, because it is very expensive technology. I think that the UK needs a change of leadership, because the current leadership, and I think that's the most key ones, the current leadership are less interested in progress than they are furthering individual agendas. Most of which are just not good for the general public. So unless one of them has an interest in making money off of something like this, we're not going to see it. I think those are the two major things that we would need to see. And I think we'd also need to see more funding going to emergency services for something like that, so that they can actually work on improvement rather than just existing. Slowly changing out here in the channel. That's the dream, Epic. That's the dream. If I leave the world just a fraction of a percentage better than when I came in, then I'll be happy. And I think that's the best thing that any of us can hope for, is to just leave the world just a tiny bit better than how we found it. Yeah, and I'd love to do it on a bigger scale, obviously. I think anyone would turn down the opportunity to do, crazy acts of charity that are fundamentally changing the world. But I'm proud of what we have achieved so far. Might just be a drop in the ocean to some people, but it's awesome. Okay. One step at a time. It's funny, I was actually talking about this a lot last night with a friend, because they've known me for a long time, so we haven't seen each other for a while. We were catching up, and I explained to them a lot of the stuff that had been going on with Twitch, both good and bad. And they were saying like, oh, okay, so are you like a charity streamer then? And I don't know, I always feel weird describing myself as a charity streamer. But, I love being able to do good with this. Like, real, tangible, indisputably good things with this channel. And the charity streams are important to me. Getting dooted from outside now. But no, I love the fact that we're getting to work with a charity doing something that it's easy to take for granted. It's easy to be like, oh yeah, there are people out there who look after the environment. There are people out there who fight for wildlife and whatever. But I don't know. It's something that people seem to be forgetting about. So I like to help where I can, even if it's just a little bit. Right. Actually, no. Deal with that later. I don't know. I'm in a bit of a rambly mood, so I apologize if I don't make much sense right now. I'm very tired, and it's difficult for me to organize my thoughts sometimes. Just gotta shake paint. I'm sorry this little guy is not coming into focus either. I don't know why my camera has just given up focusing. Maybe it's my tech's way of saying that I need to take a break. Okay. Either way, I'm gonna finish this before I stop for the day. Okay. I'm looking forward to the rest of this week. We've got some all Twitch streams this week, no YouTube streams. We've got some cool stuff lined up. I'm hoping that we've gotten into the Cult of the Lamb drops program, which I've applied for. If so, I'll be doing a big old Cult of the Lamb stream on Friday. If not, I might do it anyway. I might just start my spooky Pure Evil run that I was talking about. Or I might play Mortuary Assistant if we reach the goal. Or there might be some other games involved. We'll see. But the last day for this charity campaign is Friday, so we'll be raising money all week between now and then. I'm streaming every day except Thursday. Between now and then. The only reason I'm not streaming Thursday is because I'm off to a gig. And I will be traveling. So I won't be able to stream then, but I'll be streaming the rest of the week. To try and save those tigers. Okay. Little guys coming together. Making him look suitably slimy and gross. Hopefully. Alright. Do the fluffy end a bit as well. It kind of reminds me a bit of a demented Murloc from World of Warcraft. So that's pretty great. I love those little guys. For some reason he's angry too. I'm gonna have to repaint this a little bit. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Space Engines keeps crashing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Epic. It is annoying when that happens. I'm happy because in a few days I should hopefully be able to order my new rig. I'm doing a completely brand new build for my PC in the hopes that I'll actually be able to play some of the games that I keep being unable to play. And it's the first time in about... Well, it'll be the first time since I started streaming that I've got a completely new setup. I've done an almost complete rebuild once since I've started streaming, but there were a couple of components I kept over. This time is completely from scratch. I'm keeping nothing, not even the case. That's exciting. Super happy about that. Oh, he's got a new computer Friday as well? Nice. Well, I'll be paying the deposit for mine on Monday. That's when I'll be getting it, and then I'm picking out the components, but I'm having some pros assemble it for me. So they'll make sure it's all put together properly instead of trusting my very inexperienced self to do it. Because something that I'm putting this much money in, I can afford a little bit extra to make sure it's done properly. So I'm doing that, and it should ship to me within like a week or so, assuming it all goes to plan. Oh, shoot. Just elbowed my camera. This is fine. I promise you it's not an earthquake. Make your space engineer's fleet bigger? That's cool. I hope that works out for you. I want to do things like play Green Hell on Ultra and stream some fancier games like Darktide, which is due to come out at the end of November, that I am so excited about because it looks like so much fun. That doesn't work on my current rig. No, just little things like that. I am but a simple heretic. I don't ask for much. Because there's not an earthquake, because I think as well. Yes, no, it's just me being extra clumsy today due to the whole lack of sleep issue that I mentioned earlier. It's all good. Nothing broke, nothing fell over. We're all good. This little guy's still dooting for his life. Okay. Last little detail for this model. And then we're on to the last one. I did say it was going to be a small stream today. And that is partly because I'm exhausted. Partly because I'm doing bigger streams later on in the week. And partly because, you know, these little guys don't take too long. Duta. Last guy. I love this little guy. I saved my favorite till last. First things first, get rid of all this rubbish. Oh, jeez. I'm getting clumsy because I'm tired. I'm getting what I like to call stupid hands. Okie dokie. 2 seconds while I stretch. And I'm just checking something super quickly. Okay, all good. Thank you for the patience while I sort that out. Alright. Come on, buddy. Last guy. The mini knight. Okay. So, dark blue first. Again, I'm kind of trying to match this guy with the sorcerer, but also I just think he looks neat in light blue, in dark blue. I haven't painted dark blue armor for a long time, and I kind of like painting blue at the moment. Okay, I'm trying not to get too much blue on his sword. Okay. And just a little bit under here. That's the first base color done on him. To make life easier on myself, I'm switching to a smaller brush. Okay. So I'm going a little bit brighter with his reds, just because I want them to kind of complement the blue a bit more. But still kind of sticking with the same colours. Just apparently completely missing part of his tabard there. Getting his leg instead. That's fine. Nothing that can't be painted over. I don't think anyone comes to stream expecting flawless painting. If you did, I am sincerely sorry for the mistake. But, I'm just a hobbyist. Okay. Coming down. Just doing the brass edging. It's, at the moment, more of a marker. Just so that I can see it a bit more easily and don't paint over it too much. I'll refine it a bit once we get a bit further on in the layers. Okay. And I'm going to put some of this on his sword as well. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it at the moment too much if I overspill, because a lot of these highlights are going to get changed and redone. Okay. And I'm just going to do this kind of roughly, because I know I need to go over quite a bit of the armor. Just getting the belt and the buckles. And just the edges there. Okay, close enough. I realize it's like 8. Yeah, I typically stream kind of late. Epic. I'm running on about 5 hours sleep, So you can imagine how I'm feeling right now. Okay. Let's go. Big Savvy. Yeah, he's got a big old sword. It's taller than he is. I almost painted the sword, and I was going to be painting boots. So we've got the Scribe, Munchies, Ducha, and Big Stabber. That's what the names are. It's obviously not the official names, but it's the names that I've given them. And I think they're much, much more appropriate than some fancy demon names. What do you guys reckon? Okay. Oh, damn it. Right. There we go. It's been a good day though, even though I've been really tired. Spent most of the day catching up on a really good friend's stream. And I was able to cast it up onto my TV, so it was nice and big and 4K and all that jazz. It was just really nice to kind of sit and chill. Got all comfy on the sofa. With snacks. Had pizza for dinner. Yeah, I had a proper comfy sofa day for most of it. So even though I've not really slept and I feel like, a little bit like death warmed up today, I have been had a very comfortable day. So I'm definitely looking forward to having some more time off soon. Because so far I've not actually had a full 24 hours without a stream or social engagement getting in the way of having a rest. And that's not to say I don't have streams. But I would like to have a day off at some point soon. So I'm hoping I can do that soon. But tomorrow, I think I said I was doing Stardew Valley. So that will hopefully be nice and chill. That'll be a longer stream on a farm I've been working on off stream. It'll be the Monster Farm. And I'm probably going to go right the way through to Halloween in-game. I've done the initial boring setup bit. It's all ready to go. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Thursday I'm off, as I mentioned. And then Friday I'm thinking Evil Cult of the Lamb. Oops. Hopefully with drops, but if it's not with drops, that's okay. It happens. These are so small that the camera's struggling to find the focal point. Okay. I'm gonna get some angry red eyes in there. Alrighty. Yeah, off work this week? Nice, epic. I've been off work this week, but it's just been a very busy period of time in my life where I've had a lot of obligations to meet. So I've still been pretty busy, unfortunately. Seems to be the story of my life right now. Yeah, it's fine. It happened. I had, like I said, I was at a friend's wedding, and all I'm gonna say is, if I turn up at your wedding, it is because I sincerely care about you as a human being and wish to celebrate with you. Because, oh boy, weddings are exhausting. Like, you know, I really love a person when I willingly subject myself to multiple hours of extended social interaction. Ooh, that was a chunky highlight. Oops. I'll have to fix those in a minute. Right. I promise the intense concentration part of the stream will be over shortly, and I'll be able to be talkative again. But these highlights are tricky. Okay. Hold on. Extended social torture. Pretty much. I have gone from being antisocial to being reclusive, I think is the nice way of saying it. I am most definitely an introvert, despite, you know, being both a content creator and working in customer service. You know, two professions that require me to spend a lot of time around people. Oh yeah. It's definitely hard work being around people for a lot of time. So now saying that it's not that I hate it, it's just that I find it very tiring. But at least with streaming, you know, you can kind of control it a bit. If it gets too much, you can always just turn stream off. You can't exactly turn around to someone mid-conversation and go, I'm turning you off now, bye-bye. Absolutely a mistake. Okay. Big stabber done. So I think before I finish completely for the day, there's definitely enough time for me to do the bases for these 4 guys. So bring them all back in. Oops. These bases are super, super quick, so it shouldn't take me long at all, assuming I don't knock anything else over. Good grief. So I'm just matching up the bases with Sorceress. So we got a nice matching set. For anyone who's wondering, it's Sterling Blood that I'm using. So it's kind of like a regular paint, but it's got some sort of particles in, like sand, just give it a little bit of texture. It's great for just a quick, dark, grimy looking base. If you're looking for something like Battlefield Mud or the base of a swamp texture, this is a great one to use. Because these guys are so brightly coloured, it's a nice one to sort of frame them. Yeah, big stabber. Okay. You'll notice I'm not using a brush for these, I'm using a different tool. This is just because these sorts of paints with the grains in them ruin traditional brushes. So it's better to use it. It's effectively a spatula. It's better to use something like that and save your brushes. But I love how these little guys are turned out. It's super fun. Nice, quick and simple kind of paint jobs. Nice little spooky addition to any collection. They're great if you're looking for D&D familiars too. Or little D&D monsters. And you got a mimic, a mini knight, a little gremlin dude. And let's face it, there could be anything under that cloak. Okay. With that one fully painted, that is all 4 of them done today, which is awesome. Wasn't sure I was going to get them all done. Just tidy tidying up this space a little. There we go. That's all of them finished. With that, the full set. So there will be proper photos coming out soon, once I'm actually able to take them. Oops. There we go. Got the Scribe, Muncher, Deuter, and Big Stabber. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today. I am going to leave it there. If you want to check out the photos, keep an eye out on Twitter. I'll let you all know when those are going to be live. And I'll also be up on Coffee with the big monthly roundup that's coming up soon. I'll be live again tomorrow, as I mentioned. So I hope you can all join me for them, but thank you all so very much for being here. Epic, thank you for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. The VOD for this will be up on Friday. If you missed any of it and want to catch up, find it on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching to the end. For now, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you again so much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now, folks.